Welcome back to the third installment of everything you need to know about shoelaces, plus a bit more. And in today's episode, we're having a look at lacing techniques. So what goes on down here, the threading of the eyelets, everything basically below the knot. So the first technique I'm going to show you today is called diagonal lacing. And when would you use this? So if you find at the end of a marathon or a really long run, you're prone to getting black toenails. That's basically a form of bruising that you get from your toenail hitting the top of the shoe. So the diagonal lacing technique, got a lace that points toward your big toe, and as you lace it, you tie it up, it's going to tug in that direction. And watch what happens once we put tension on that. It's going to cause just the front of the shoe just to rise up a bit, just to take a bit of pressure off your toenail. So it just makes a little bit of movement, and that's to remedy the black toenails. And then just apply your regular knot on top. Okay, so here's another technique that I can show you. So after we've started our lacing, we've now skipped the next eyelet and then continued up, and then we continue as we would further up. Now by skipping this, we've created more space down here, and you would use this if you've got a wider forefoot. Shoes do come in sizes and lengths, and as they also come in wide different widths. So if you're always having a wide forefoot problem, you may need to look at getting a wider shoe. But if you're finding you're correctly sized and it's just 1 foot or it's just one pair of shoes, then you can use this lacing technique to get a little bit more space around the width of your foot there. If you're finding that you have a high arch problem or hot spots in your shoe, this part where you're skipping the crossover, you can move that higher up over your arch or over to the hot spot, and you'll get a bit more comfort in your shoe. Okay, so another lacing technique you can use is the parallel lacing technique. This is if you've generally got tight shoes, you're correctly sized, but maybe your feet swell as you're running and they become hot over the course of your run. So parallel lacing technique is a bit more relaxed. Ordinarily it will just be one lace that goes all the way around, but I've used 2 different colors just to demonstrate the paths that the different sides of the lace go. So you can see it would skip one going up, then across, then skip it again. Meanwhile, the other side is skipping the other one. So they just alternate, each one leapfrogging the other all the way up to the top, and then just lace it up as you would. So the parallel lacing technique is for generally tight shoes. Okay, now the last technique that we should talk about is called lace locking, which answers the question that a lot of people have, is what is that extra little eyelet for right there? So that is for the lace lock. So you basically want to create a smaller loop on both sides. And as your opposite shoelace passes through that loop, what this is going to do, it's going to hold you tighter around the collar of the shoe and prevents heel slippage. So it'll hold your heel down a bit tighter. So do your regular knot over the top of that. And that brings us to the end of our series. So hopefully after that, you now know everything you need to know about shoelaces, plus a bit more. Thanks for watching.